Welcome to Tech Tips with Todd, and in case you haven't noticed, I'm Todd. Shout out goes to Mark for the idea for this video. Have you ever been doing something on your phone and you couldn't finish it because your battery is dying? Here's some tips to extend the life of your battery between charges. Now this will apply both to Android and Apple phones. So I'll be using my Android phone, but it's generally the same for you iPhone users. Alright, here we go. So one thing we can do is we can change the screen brightness. Now you can do this by bringing down either on the main menu here, change the screen brightness by that, or you can do it in your general settings. So I'm going to keep it there. Now another thing you can do is the timeout mode. So we'll go into our settings options here, and then on this one we'll go to device and it's display, and here I can change the timeout. So if there's nothing happening on my screen within this amount of time, it will actually turn the device display off, saving your battery. I've got mine set to 5 minutes. Now another thing you can do is turn off some of the connections that your phone uses. So for instance, Bluetooth takes up a lot of battery power, so here I'm going to turn that off. And another thing you can do, depending on when or where you are, you can either have your Wi-Fi on. So if I come to the office, I'm going to turn my cell phone data off, so the data usage for the mobile data is on, so I can turn that off. And then when I go back in here, I can turn the Wi-Fi on. So when you're back on the road, which you really shouldn't be using your phone, but you can turn the Wi-Fi on or off, thereby saving you some battery power. Next one is location. So on a lot of new phones, what you'll have is the phone is always constantly looking to see where you are, using either the Wi-Fi or the GPS. So in this case, mine is set to on. You can always turn that off, and then that way your phone's not always trying to figure out where you are. A lot of this is used for weather apps, just to see what the weather is, where you are. Now another thing you can do is make sure that you don't have a ton of apps running in the background. So you hold your button there to get all your running applications, and I see these are all of the apps that I'm running right now. So we're going to close all of these ones here that I don't need, and then you'll see that, close that, and then that will allow the battery to go longer. And then the last thing you can do is you can download battery saving apps. Now one of the higher rated apps that you can get, and it's both for Apple and Android, is this Battery Doctor, and you can get it both on the Android Play Store right here, Battery Dock, or the iTunes Store right here. So let's actually go in and install this. So we'll go to the Play Store, and all you do is look up Battery Doctor. That one, install. Install that for us there. And here you go. So obviously with mine, it's showing that it's draining fast. So if I wanted to, if I keep using this phone as is, I've got about 11 hours left, and then if I want, I just hit the optimize key, and what it will do is we'll scan through all my applications to see which ones are running, and then it will close all the unnecessary ones, and there we go. It's increased my battery power by 3.5 hours just by clicking one button. It's pretty awesome. And there you have it. There's a bunch of ways to save some battery power on your phone. Thanks, Mark.